So, very good evening. Namaste. Welcome to these sessions again and again. Tonight, we will do the last part of the 4 foundations of mindfulness. To recap, we have done the 3 foundations of mindfulness, if you could still remember, because I think most of you participated the earlier 3 sessions. So, a quick recap. The 4 foundations are mindfulness of the body, which what we did was we were observing the body and its sensations. And the second mindfulness is mindfulness of feelings, where we observe whether experience is pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. And the third foundation of mindfulness is mindfulness of the mind, where we observe the state of our mind, whether the mind is agitated, restless, calm, or focused, or distracted, and so on and so forth. So today we'll do the last foundation of mindfulness, which is the mindfulness of phenomena, the Dhamma Nupassana. Okay, so in the Abhidharma, mindfulness of phenomena refers to observing how experiences unfold according to the causes and conditions. So, or simply put it, whatever comes to our mind and body, either forms, if your eyes are open, sounds, the smells, tastes, sensations, or your feelings, your thoughts, or perceptions. Basically, everything that comes to your body and mind. So, whatever comes, you are just aware of that. Let them come, let them go. We just observe how our mental and physical events arise and passes away, as they are impermanent, changing all the time. So it's actually very similar to the river light or choiceless awareness meditations that we did in the past. So that we simply observe whatever experiences that arise, like as if you are sitting by the river bank, watching the river flows by without judgment or without needing to do anything about that. So the purpose of these meditations is again for us to develop insight or vipassanā, to see clearly the true nature of phenomena. So to see the impermanent nature, the interdependent nature, and the multiplicity nature. And of course, the dukkha, the unsatisfactory, and also the selfless nature of our experience. Because as we start to carefully observe or investigate the experience that come to our senses, we begin to see that all those experiences, including the thoughts, the sensations, the feelings that seems to generate from inside, they are not you or yours. In other words, they are not me or mine. They are simply conditions, processes arising and passing away, arise because of causes and condition, and dissolve or stop manifesting because of causes and conditions as well. Of course, the benefit of seeing all this true nature of reality is very simple. We stop grasping, we stop our aversion, because we see that all this are actually not me, not mine. They just happen because of causes and conditions, and they're impermanent, changing all the time. So what's the point of grasping? What's the point of aversion, right? So by doing this, it will free us from the defilement, free us from the samsara, the suffering of the samsara. So of course, when we do this meditation practice, we try to approach each experience that arises with a sense of open curiosity, not trying to control or change them, but simply witnessing, observing it with a clear or pure awareness. So this is what we are going to practice. So now let us begin by grounding our awareness in the body and also the breath, perhaps. And allow me to invite 3 sounds of the bell. And bring your awareness back to the body. So begin by sitting in the comfortable positions, whether on a cushion or a chair. Keep your spine upright, yet relaxed. Allow your hands to rest on your knees or laps. You may close your eyes if it feels more comfortable for you. Or maybe you may try to open your eyes slightly, soften your gaze, and take a few deep breaths to feel the body settle into stillness. And feel the natural flow of your breath. The coolness of the air as you breathe in, and the warmth of your air when you breathe out. Breathing in, feel the air going all the way down to the belly. And breathing out, feel the air coming out from your mouth or the nostril. And now your body is relaxed, your mind is calm. Let's set a positive motivation for our practice by thinking to ourselves that through this practice, may I and all beings recognize our true nature, recognize our Buddha nature. And now pause for a while to let your mind open and relaxed without needing to do anything. Just simply rest for a few moments in this open, effortless awareness. Just be. There's nothing you need to do. So as you rest in this awareness, try to bring your attention inward. Whatever you are experiencing, whether it's the bodily sensations or any thoughts or emotions, simply observe and aware. And let whatever arises come, abide, and dissolve as it wants. Maybe a thought appears, an image, a memory, or even a mental commentary. For example, suddenly you may think of, I should take a look on my phone. Just on somebody message me. Or what shall I be eating tomorrow? Look at the images or the words that appear without needing to do anything. And see how they disappear by itself if you don't grasp on it. Observe how your thoughts change from one to another. And see how impermanent takes place in our thoughts. And it arises out of nowhere and dissolve into nowhere. So long we don't follow them, don't grasp it. So it is like you're sitting by the riverbank, observing the thoughts flow one by one like a river without getting involved. And now perhaps you even notice some sensations in the body, a bit of warmth or cold. If the aircon or the fan is blowing on your skin, or tingling sensations. And see whether this feeling is pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Just observe. And again, the sensation seems to change all the time. Even my pleasant feelings towards it or unpleasant feelings towards it also changing. And all the sensations and feelings arise and dissolve without a fixed self directing them. In other words, there's no person or a self that direct them. This just arises simply because of causes and conditions. When the air conditioning is pleasant, you feel good. And when you begin to grasp on it, you get disappointed when the aircon is switched off. Then suffering arises. So this is what happened when we thought that orders are supposed to be permanent, without causes and condition. And observe when all these experiences arise, see how your mind reacts to it. When the body is warm, when the body is uncomfortable, see your mind reaction to try to reject. And again, all this are without a self that is directing it. And like waves in the ocean, all the sensations or feelings, your thoughts, your mind commentary, they just come and go, changing all the time. You just observe them. They're just like a passing clouds in the sky. And you are the awareness, aware of their arising, abiding, passing. See their true nature without needing you to interfere or getting involved. Simply allow each experience to come and go without grasping or resistance. Just feel yourself like an open space of awareness, aware, allowed, so free, without needing to interfere. From time to time, the sound may come to your ear. Could be the sound of traffic, or a neighbor talking loudly, break the silence of the night, or sounds of the insect, or sounds of the aircon. Again, all the sounds arise because of causes and conditions, and they're changing all the time. They don't disturb us if we don't go and disturb them. But again, you may notice the tendency of our mind to react, or even before that, to label it as pleasant sound, unpleasant sound, or neutral. And then the mind will try to react by trying to reject or judge the sound. Or if the sound is pleasant, the mind will grasp on the sound, wanting it to last. Just observe all these phenomena when they arise and how will mind respond to it. Similarly, you may smell something from the surrounding. If your neighbor happens to cook a good dish, it smells good, then your mind will start to label it as pleasant. And the natural tendency is to grasp on it. Or if a foul smell comes to your nose, your mind will start to reject it, and you feel you suffer because you dislike it. You feel unpleasant. Again, this is the play of our mind without seeing the true nature of reality. We thought that the smell, the sound, all this are permanent. We thought that they will be here forever. And we thought that they are independent. So this wrong perception will give rise to grasping of rejections. But if we could just allow all those experiences, including our thoughts, sensations, feelings, sounds, smell, taste arise and passed away at its own accord. And we just observe as a naked, bare awareness, allow them to come and go as they are, then there's no problem. Because we know that all this arises because of causes and conditions. And they're impermanent. They won't stay the same forever. Then letting go happens naturally and we don't suffer. And now allow your mind to open to all the entire field of experience without focusing on any particular object. Like an open sky. And simply let the thoughts, sensations, and feelings come and go like clouds in the sky. Even sounds or smells. So any visual object, if your eyes are open, let them come, let them go. And you simply rest in the simple knowing of awareness itself without grasping, projecting, or analyzing. And just so notice the bare awareness that is present beneath the changing flow of phenomena. The stillness beneath all this experience. By continuously observing the arising and passing away of all these phenomena, we will slowly come to the understanding of the impermanent, the unsatisfactory, or the selfless nature of reality. And through this insight or wisdom, the mind will gradually release its attachment or aversion to phenomena So this will lead us towards a deeper clarity and freedom. And now slowly bring your awareness back to the breath. Take a deep breath in and out. And feel the contact of the body with the floor or the cushion. Now slowly, when you're ready, you may very gently open your eyes and notice how your mind and body feels. And before we close this session, let's make a dedication. May this meditations brings benefit and relief to all the suffering of the world and bring happiness and peace to all beings around. So may all beings achieve true happiness and lasting peace. Thank you.